And do you think this was the team's maybe the best defensive performance of the season so far?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I feel like today we communicated better. We're on a string, helping each other out, and had some really good defensive plays.
Steve wanted you to focus on rebounding to start the season, much like you did during last season's playoff run. How would you assess your effort on the boards through 5 games?
It's good. It's not great yet. I can still do a lot more. But I feel like I'm off to a good start.
Juggle the rotation a little bit now, so you're starting the second and fourth quarters with some of the young guys. You like that, and do you kind of approach a little differently when you maybe be a little more aggressive with the ball?
Yeah, for sure. Just being out there with those guys, just help take charge with JP and the other guys, and take control.
Andrew, Jordan said the other night how much he cares about passing as much as he does. He likes to score, but he takes a lot of pride in his passing, and that drive early in the fourth, and then he dishes out to tie for that big 3. That was a pretty big play. How much do you appreciate Jordan's efforts playmaking as a passer?
Oh, I feel like it's overlooked because of he's a good scorer and has a lot of fancy moves. But passing is a big part of his game, and he attracts so much attention, that he makes good passes out, good reads. It's definitely a good skill of his.
Andrew, over here, Steph had 9 assists tonight and seemed like a few times was clearly looking to get Klay going. I'm curious, do you see anything in his eyes when he realizes it's time for him to sort of take over the way he did in the fourth, because he kind of balances that setting you up or Klay up and getting his own, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of just happens, and when it happens, you just sit back and watch. He gets in that mode, and it's like a video game. He just does some crazy moves, hits some unbelievable shots. But that's why he's one of the GOATs.
Andrew, you never want to watch your teammate do his thing, but is it hard not to watch sometimes what Steph is doing? And what are your thoughts on that play where he got the 3 over Tyler Herro, where you kind of put him off to the side?
Sometimes that's all you can do. He's a special player, and can do a lot of stuff. With the basketball and that one move he made, and when you finish with the 3-point shot, it's amazing. You can hear the crowd, you can hear the bench, the oohs and ahs. That's what he does.
Steve and your teammates have talked a lot about how your game has evolved and how they've seen it evolve over the last year easily. I'm wondering if you could, how different is your approach to the game now compared to, say, when you were last in Minnesota? When I just think about the things that Steve asks you to do, it just seems like they throw a variety of things at you, and it just seems like you've come a long way when it comes to that.
I would say my approach is different. I feel like I experienced a lot of things, and I'm in a different position now than I was before. And we got a chance to really do something special here, again. So I just buy into whatever they tell me to do.
Can you describe what's different?
Everything. My teammates are different. My coaches are different. The organization, everything is different. I'm in a different position, even with the ball, playing off ball, playing shooting guard to power forward or center. I'm just, doing a lot of different stuff, and to do a lot of different stuff, I have to do a lot of different stuff on the court. Like rebounding, when we play small, or guarding their other team's point guard. There's a lot of different stuff, but, I love it. They challenge me every game, all the time they challenge me, and, I just take on the challenge head on.
Andrew, I know you guys have struggled here and there on defense. Was there really a wake up call for you guys, not only the Sacramento game, but particularly after the loss in Phoenix?
For sure. For sure. You know, it's still early in the season, but we know what we can get to and where we should be at. And I feel like this is a good, you know, start, you know, this game, and we just got to piggyback on it, you know, and keep getting better and better.
Great.